10 reasons why everyone likes Camilla over Meghan Markle. Privileged person who plays the victim. Forewarning here, this is completely based off of public opinion, not my own. But despite having gained a great deal of wealth, fame, and social status through her marriage to Prince Harry, Meghan Markle often portrays herself in podcasts and interviews as someone who's been treated unfairly. This can seem incongruous to many, as lots of people struggle through life without all the resources that Meghan Markle possesses. While it seems clear from her media output that Markle wants to portray herself as a strong person who got where she is through her own effort, her fame was largely achieved through marriage, and she comes across as insecure and vindictive sometimes. Whereas Camilla is head down, she's working and gaining a fan base because of the work she does. A perfect example of this rebuild to fame is highlighted as followed by a reporter. She pointed out that a Twitter user even remarked, "I know she was a much disliked person during the Diana years, but I think she is probably one of my favorite royal family members." The road to being beloved royal wasn't an easy one for Camilla, but these days Nicole said she enjoyed a warm and close relationship with her mother-in-law, the late Queen Elizabeth. She is also close with her stepsons, William and his younger brother Prince Harry. She's also popular in the royal household, whose staff members have oftentimes described her as loyal, hardworking, and fun. Bullying. Critics of Meghan Markle have consistently accused her of being controlling and manipulative, particularly towards her husband Harry. She does appear to have a tendency to dominate the conversation and seek the limelight during interviews. Staff who have worked in the royal household have also complained about bullying by Markle. According to a report that appears in the Times, leaked emails written by Jason Knopf, a former Kensington Palace communications secretary, suggests that the Duchess has displayed total unacceptable behavior. Spokespeople for the Duchess said the bullying allegations were part of a smear campaign designed to discredit Markle, whereas Camilla has earned love and trust from her two stepsons even after the whole Diana situation happened. Lying. There have been numerous allegations that Meghan Markle has exaggerated, misled, or otherwise not been faithful to the facts in her public statements. One such example is when she claimed to have met the Lion King cast member and told her that the reaction in South Africa to her royal wedding was for people to celebrate in the streets like when Mandela was freed from prison. This anecdote caused confusion as the only cast member in South Africa nationality said that he'd never met Meghan. It's possible that she was actually referring to South African composer Lebohang Morak, known as Lebo M, who she did meet at the movie's London premiere in 2019. Camilla's public silence through everything has helped her. Glicksman suggests Camilla never reacted to any of the negative press that was said about her. She just lets it slide, and by her not making it into a bigger issue, it helps it go away faster. There was a lot of negative press surrounding her. A professor at Western University in London and a longtime royal watcher says Camilla and Charles could hardly have embarked on a life together from a worse position. With their own broken marriage, infidelities, and so on, at the point Camilla had quite an image to live down, and she has done so. Hypocritical. Meghan Markle has played an active role in promoting various causes, including environmental, social, and political. It's led to a backlash in certain quarters, with some people claiming that she does not practice what she preaches. Examples of her alleged hypocrisy include exhorting about the environment while flying around global in private jets, claiming she's very ordinary while spending lavishly on clothing and house and living extravagantly, gaining fame and wealth from her association, the British royal family, while simultaneously attacking them. Whereas again, Camilla gets her head down, gets her stuff done, and doesn't make a major impact when it comes to press, instead does stuff outside of the spotlight. Social status. For someone who pushes the agenda that Meghan Markle pushes, can seem at times to be excessively concerned with the social status of herself and her family. She seems to desire the standing that goes with being a royal without wanting all the baggage that goes along with it. She was widely reported, for example, to be furious when she found out that her children Archie and Libet wouldn't get their status on the grounds that the Sussexes were working royals. Whereas Camilla is said to be working hard to create the image that the public now has of her, particularly now that the role ascends to her now that Charles is in the throne. This quote states, especially if she's going to be the next queen, she has to be liked because this is the people's queen, says Glicksman. She wants to be liked, and she's made sure that she acts in a way that British public forgets the past and focuses on the future. People side with the establishment. The royal family are very much at the top of the British establishment. Despite their reticence to respond directly to criticism in public, they do have an enormous amount of power at their disposal. This doesn't just consist of their own wealth and status, but this also includes the resources of the nation state that they head. Now that Camilla is much more prominent and royal, of course people will start standing with her, and especially now that Harry and William have fixed their relationship with her too. If you go back to the royal wedding, there's a picture of King Charles holding Camilla's granddaughter on the balcony. When you see King Charles, you might not always think warm and fuzzy, but Camilla seems to have brought that out. Quotes like this kind of really sway an audience to someone's side, and this has been happening with Camilla. Now only if we could just love both of them. Media feeds hate. Much of the hate directed against Meghan Markle is generated and fueled by media. According to her supporters, particularly in the UK, the negativity shown towards the Duchess makes money, as it sells newspapers and lures in additional viewers for shows. While no public figure can expect to be immune from criticism, the level of anger that the British tabloids direct towards Markle is troubling. If Meghan goes to a royal event, the media fumes. If she stays home, they're livid. There seems to be nothing that she can do that will please the media. Harry, the Duke of Sussex, has described the British media's treatment of himself and Markle as toxic, and a major reason for their exit from the royal family. Where Camilla is quiet, like we mentioned, she doesn't draw attention, and where there's publicity, there is hate. The late Queen. I'd like to express my thanks to all for your support. I remain internally grateful for and humbled by the loyalty and affection that you continue to give me. And when, in the fullness of my time, my son Charles becomes king, I know you will give him and his wife Camilla the same support that you have given me. And it is my sincere wish that when the time comes, Camilla will be known as Queen Consort as she continues her loyal service. Now, the issue here for Meghan is this skyrocketed Camilla's likability, but Meghan and Harry not being around during these final days took a major hit on their popularity. Camilla and Kate. Camilla, through her devotion to Charles and patience, has managed to win over the royal family. One royal insider said the Queen has grown fond of her and realizes how good she has been for her son. William and Harry adore her because of that. She is important to Catherine and Meghan as well. Both royal daughters-in-law have wisely forged their own relationships, with Camilla with very different results. Kate was aware that Camilla didn't originally think the Middleton family was posh enough to join the royal ranks. Camilla thought William should marry a girl from an aristocratic family. But Kate knew she had support of the Queen and Prince Charles. She made a point of winning Camilla over, and she did so much so that Camilla famously invited Kate for lunch at Kaufman's in the Berkeley Hotel before her wedding to Prince William, where they were joined by Pippa Middleton and Camilla's daughter Laura Lopez. The bride-to-be was spotted jotting down suggestions Camilla made in the Smithson notebook. The woman also made a pre-wedding trip to ballet. After the wedding, Camilla reportedly gave the bride a gold link charm bracelet, which featured a disc engraved with both of their monograms, C for Catherine and a coronet on the side, and C for Camilla and a crown on the other. The bracelet quickly became a favorite of Kate's, who was first spotted wearing the bracelet in June 2011, 2 months after the royal wedding and again days later at Wimbledon. Meghan and Camilla. Camilla liked Meghan from the very start. When news of her engagement to Harry broke, Camilla enthusiastically told one reporter she and Charles were thrilled, adding, "America's lost our gain." In fact, Camilla was intent on taking Meghan under her wing because she liked the former actress's informalities and her commitment to helping women in need. Camilla has been working under the radar with survivors of SA for years. The Queen Consort saw a bit of herself in Meghan, and she clearly knew what it was to be an outsider joining the family, so she made a special effort to get to know Meghan, and now they get on very famously. Both she and Charles adore her. In May, shortly after Meghan and Harry's wedding, Camilla was interviewed by 5 News in London and revealed days leading up to the big day, the royal family was greatly concerned for the bride-to-be when her father, Thomas Markle, famously backed out last minute. "We all wondered what would happen next," she remarked. "Then everything went right. Looking back on the wedding," she said, "it's nice to have something that is uplifting rather than depressing. Everything was just perfect, including the weather, which couldn't have been any better. It was a beautiful day." Meghan and Camilla's friendship was clearly evident at her first official appearance as a member of the family at Charles' 70th birthday garden party, where she and Camilla were spotted holding hands at one point. Harry has said that had Diana lived, she and Meghan would be thick as thieves, just as Camilla has taken Diana's place in Charles' life. She has assumed her role of mother-in-law as well. It's quite bittersweet. It seems as if Camilla and Meghan get along well, Kate and Camilla get along well. Why can't we all just appreciate that and just enjoy the royals for who they are and what they're doing, and not keep hating Meghan?
She is the president of dozens of charities. The now Queen Consort is the patron or president of more than 90 charities. Most of the charities focused on making life better for women and empowering them. She also inherited some charities from Queen Elizabeth, including Barnardo's, Battersea Dogs and Cats Home, and the Royal School of Needlework. You may not think about how being the president of charities makes her a powerful royal, but being a patron to charities in the UK can give you tax relief. This allows her to hold more money and give less to the United Kingdom government. The Queen Consort first attended school at Dumbrell School in Sussex. From there, she studied at Queen's Gate School in South Kensington, then went on to attend Montfermeil School in Switzerland and the Institut Britannique in Paris. Being educated can not only help you with book smarts and being knowledgeable in many topics, but also with social scenarios. When dealing with stressful topics of conversation, being educated can help in bringing the conversation where it needs to go.
Thanks for watching.